Okay, you can see that I managed to solve my problems with the script which I already had for Genesis 9. Did not wind up getting the Genesis 8 version, although I probably will later after embargo is over. Had to fix a few things here anyway with intersections with the chair because the pose did not put it in the right spot, so I just had to make more of a custom pose. And this is the version where I've used the script for Genesis 9, and it looks pretty good, so glad I did that. Did not break the embargo, really struggled twice, went back and started to buy that stuff and thought, you know what, man, I'm trying to do that 1 year. No purchases, make what I need or find it with stuff I already own, and that's what I did in this case. So very cool. But actually what we're working on today is really the concept of making some fearful, frightful poses. And we're just going to save this one real quick and hop on out into the world at large. Fearful poses again. Got about 15 minutes to put on this and thought, hey man, we'll just go ahead and jump right in. So what I have done is I've set up the library for saving these poses in. So yeah, kind of getting in a ballpark here where I feel like we have one, and I'm just going to recheck that her feet are intersecting, or at least touching the ground, because that is a no-no if they're not. I like if the same part of the foot can be touching. I'm hitting Control D right there, by the way, if you need to know that, which just drops the figure to the floor. Now, this should kind of put in a similar engagement with the current level. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, it's ready to save. So, am I happy with the hand positioning? Let's look at that really closely. Now, I want this to look... Well, first off, let me go ahead and press Shift and B. And just to show you what's happening here, you see this little pop-up. This is letting me bake out any dials that I've used, because I think I may have used a dial on this one, just to get it where it is. But it's also a great time that you can... if you bake that out, you can then adjust it, and it's not exactly the same as the dial. Takes a hot second. You can see my little mouse cursor right there, just sort of spinning. But I want to get in here closer and make sure that there's no intersection, because they will straight gig you on that big time. That's close, but no intersection. So now I just want to make this differ from the regular grasp that comes with the dial, so that you don't feel like you're just trying to resell them. They already have, which a lot of folks do, if I'm being honest. Had quite the eventful day chasing chickens. Got a new chicken coop that wasn't quite sorted out, and the door came up there. The chickens were able to get the door open, which is nuts. But these are relatively tame chickens that we kind of inherited for some folks. And so fortunately they did not run from us, and we were able to get them back in with a little bit of coaxing. Got one rooster still out, but the good news is we had 3 roosters in that group, and really we only have room. We really only have room for one more rooster. But one of the roosters in that lot is sick. I don't know if he's going to make it, and then this was the other healthy one. So we were going to be giving one of these to my mom anyway. So if he doesn't make it back into the coop tonight, I mean, it wouldn't, that's too bad. I hope he makes it back. And he seems to be really lonely and, like, you know, knowing he needs to be close to the flock, so I'm hopeful that he'll go back in there. I have been working on the hen house part of it, so it's kind of closed off from the other side, and I'm letting him kind of go in there himself. And you know, I left the chicken house open. He can go in the back to get to his food, and then hopefully we'll be able to close him in there, no problem. It'll be fine. But I'm hopeful. I am very hopeful. But yeah, I think we're about ready to save this one out. Pretty happy with that for the first pose. And I'm just going to call this. I'm going to use DAZ standards for it. I'm going to call it. Let's do that. There we go. I'm going to call it fearful. Save post preset as fearful. O1 recoil. Recoil has just, there we go. Fearful O1 recoil. Okay, I'm going to right click and select all rotations, expand this out. Hit our Y translate, do that in 2 places, and you are golden. Then we just gotta uncheck the head so as to lose all those little things in the head, the expressions and all that we don't want to save. Then we're just gonna recheck general, which is just where the head's turned and pointed. Hit OK. We just want to restore figure pose, boom. It's just always good to apply it and make sure that, you know, yep, just exactly what we're supposed to have. Let's turn that back off, grab her, go back to this camera, highlight that. Icon Creator Pro. You see, with tools like Icon Creator Pro, it just makes it so easy. I know you didn't see that pop up because it was on the other screen. Sorry about that. But yeah, so right there is a completed product, piece of a product right there. So 25, I like to do 25. 20 is required at most places, but I like to do 25. So yeah, so we're taking our inspiration from that pose pack that I thought about purchasing, but ultimately decided not to because I'm on embargo and I'm not, man. I want Poser 13 to get to a point where I have to start back using Poser, but looking better, making some improvements. I don't want to get off on a tangent here because I will, believe you me, I will get off on a tangent. Believe that. But go back to DAZ here for a second and look at the pose pack that I'm taking the inspiration from. Now, is this cheating? I would say no. I'm definitely not copying the pose. I don't own the pose. I haven't installed the pose. I am just trying to visually match what they have done for my pose pack, and that is really just taking inspiration from the way I see it. Now, normally I wouldn't make a whole product, and I'll put some poses in mine that don't exist, you know. But the idea being, you know, just take that inspiration, don't completely rip them off, you know. Okay, so let's see if I look this way. Yeah, I'm looking now. I'm looking at the pose. It's weird. Okay, so let's turn this off so it's not weird. All right, so looking at this one right here, we're gonna go back and start working on this pose. With Genesis 9 selected, Control Shift F should restore the figure. You can't have the name. There we go, perfect. Then I'm just going to hit with her selected, just hit that little frame it up. So now, kind of looking at my, so first things first, I know this game is kind of a fist. And that's fair. I'm going to change the fist up a little bit. But, you know, we're essentially making a fist, so that's a good start. So if I go into the fist dial, I'm going to dial it back out just a little bit. I don't want to be exactly the same. Then I'm going to take that thumb, I'm going to do that so that it doesn't look precisely the same as the dial. Once again, Shift B, and you will note, well, you don't see it because I'm particular way I'm engaging in this application for the screen. Anyway, so I'm baking out that that dial at this point because I want to mess with the fist a little bit myself. Looks good. Do I want to loosen this fist a little bit? Maybe so. Yeah, we're on short time. Today's will be a really short one. I'll probably just get these two poses done, and then we'll be sailing on. Maybe have a little bit of time tomorrow. Have a studio session tomorrow, so don't know just how much time I'm going to get to put on it, but I'm hopeful that I can just kind of keep working on this through the next several videos. Yeah, so there's our fist. Something I do sometimes as a developmental thing, I like that loose fist. It's not exactly the dial, and I've already baked out the poses. I'll make a new folder called partials. Now I don't include these in my product, but I'll just go pose preset, loose fist, R, and uncheck everything. Wait a minute, right click, all rotations, then uncheck everything, I guess, and go down, drill down to the right shoulder, and then I think it's just hand, boom. And you can actually unpose general and pose control, and that basically is just going to save that right hand. Give myself this right here. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and just make a professional looking thumbnail. That's happening on the other screen, and it's actually just a pop-up for the Icon Creator Pro product, which I recommend highly. Strange. I don't understand what this little thing is here. From time to time, you get that with this product. I don't know what causes it. Doggone it. Doesn't matter. This is just for my own purposes. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the top of the this fist right here. I want to have a left version of it, so I'm just going to go now this is a trick here, because I had added toolbars and I just updated that studio. Mirror geometry. Okay, this works anyway. Nope. I have to reinstall it, update it. Let's see if it reinstalls real quick. There's a whole other set of tools that actually puts the toolbars up here. Doggone it, I like that. I've forgotten which tool set it is. Mirror geometry. Oh, here we go. Boom. Yes. Yes. Yes, queen. Okay, so with the top level selected, I should be able to. It's a different tool. That's not just 3. Doggone it. Let's see what we got here. Mirror. Geometry. Oh man. Oh, this is annoying me. Okay, there's a script that I have that will do this. This one right here actually does work. Just mirror pose. And all I've done here. Wait a minute. Mirror pose? Come on. Oh my gosh. This is embarrassing. Alright, I have to come back and do that later. What I was going to do basically is just, I didn't want to waste the time that I'd spent on this hand. I will cover this in a future video where I have the correct script installed that does mirror Genesis 9. Something it doesn't like about Genesis 9 geometry. It does everything up into Genesis 9 though. But I'll find it. Anyway, I've already got that. I wasn't gonna make a fist at this time for this pose, but the idea here is just that I'm looking to. All right, so definitely gonna have front back on that right shoulder. Let's see which version. About that studio. So 4.21. Oh, it is asking me to update this. Let's cancel that for now. Flip. There's the name of a particular product that's escaping me right now. I thought it was mirror geometry, but that's not doing it. And I have used this recently. In fact, I know that my other install of that studio has this right now. I think I installed it. I installed it when I installed this for just for a second for action guys. To Dad Studio, I do not. So it is what it is. So looking back at my inspirational text, she kind of has her shoulder back a little bit. The arm is sort of twisted in. And the right shoulder still front and back, kind of. And drop down a bit. Throw the boat out a little bit. Break these out again. that's all of our time, guys, for today. Be back at it a little bit tomorrow, perhaps, before I head off to the recording studio. If you've enjoyed this session, we'll just keep right on building this and maybe work on some other stuff too. Who knows, man? You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.